Unpleasant sensation runs through my body. After waking up, I understand that those feelings were unreal, a result of silly nightmare. In a couple of minutes, everything returned to normal, and I was in my bedroom feeling as someone who had just wake up. My room was tiny but comfortable, decorated with vintage furniture and white pink tones around it. Hanna, dear, the breakfast is ready. Have you wake up? Mom called me from the kitchen. Her calm voice relaxed me even more and put a gentle smile in my face. Yes, Mommy, I'll go in a second. I took off my pajamas to get dressed in my nice clothes. They were simple blue dress with a light blue t-shirts, but they were my favorites. When I entered the kitchen, eggs and toast with strawberry jam on a plate close to a glass of milk. イラストめちゃくちゃうまいね。My mom was sitting on the table wearing the clothes she often used at work. She was waiting for me to start eating. Good morning, Hanna. How did you sleep? 顔がモザイクかかってるけど。Good morning, mommy. I had a nightmare. Another one? It was too bad. 音楽がやたら音が小さいね。Is everything alright, dear? Yes, mom. All good. I've already forget it. I raised my arms in expression of victory against those nightmares. That's my brave Hanna. Remember, whenever you feel something is wrong, talk to me first, okay? Yes, mommy. Mom was the first to end of the meal. She turned her head to the watch and looked pale for a moment. On the time, Hanna, I'm sorry. Mommy has to go to work. Already? But we didn't play yet. Don't worry, dear. We play later. 母親と遊んでんの? I'll return in the afternoon, okay? ハンナ学校いないの? Okay, mommy. That's my girl. Atta boy. Remember to do your homework too. I will ask for it tomorrow. Ooh. Bye, dear. See you later. Bye, mommy. See you later. I replied to her with an annoyed face, and without looking at her, she noticed it and said those kind of words. Hanna, Mom loves you. Those words were important to me. Every time I heard them, I felt like I was in the right place with someone who cares about me. So after hearing it, I raised my head and with a big smile responded, I love you too, Mommy. Have a good day. She smiled at me and exited the house through the principal door. Principal door? The house started to feel empty without a... プリンシポードってあれか。正面玄関のドアってことか。プリンシポーっていうからさ、学校のなんか教頭先生、校長先生のことかと思ったプリンシポー。スクールプリンシポーのことかと思った。違うんだね。Finishing the meal, I washed the dishes and returned to my bedroom. It was time to make the homework that Mom gave me yesterday. スクール、ホームスクールなのかな？My mom is responsible to educate me. I never attended any school or academic facility. そうやっぱそうだ。People outside are dangerous. Mom used to say that the world is full of criminals and kidnappers. Honestly, I didn't care, cause I had everything I need in this house with my mom. To start the homework, I started the library to pick the correct books for the subject. Today was Math, not my favorite, but sometimes it's fun, sometimes. As I was looking for a math book, I saw my favorite fantasy book, The Golden Knight. Mom used to give me stories of animals, but this one was different. The Golden Knight is about a villager who lost his voice and must search for a golden sword to recover it and confess his feeling to the princess. After finding the sword, not only did he regain his voice, but the world began to respect him more. Somehow, I found the villager pretty amazing. Mom didn't like that book, but I think it was my little secret. I simply reviewed the illustrations in the book to quickly continue my math homework. But to my surprise, I've already made half of the problems last night. I was so happy to end them earlier than I thought. Unfortunately, by the time I finished my homework, it was too early for mom to return, so I decided to take a nap on my bed. なるほどね。As I lie back in my comfortable bed, I felt like my arms were missing something. I solved the problem by hacking an extra pillow that mom gave me earlier. Everything was ready to take a cozy nap. In what seemed to be a bad attempt at sleep, I heard a voice calling out to me, or rather, saying my name. You are not. You are nothing. 誰? You don't deserve anything, Hanna. Quickly, I opened my eyes to catch the speaker of those words. 誰? モザイクの人。80年代のアニメみたいな色合いだよね。Then I saw her. I saw a little girl with pink hair, light orange eyes, a blue dress and light blue t-shirts. I was scared by the looks of the girl. I was so confused that I could not say a single word. This ghost looks exactly like me. あ、主人公こんな感じなの。What a stupid kid. Don't act like you don't know me, dumbass. The ghost was so mean that I felt like crying at any moment. If you don't speak in the next 3 seconds, I will rip your head off. I did my best to overcome the fear after the deadly threat. Who are you? Oh, you can't talk. Good for you. Well, you don't need to know that, but I can tell you that I'm going to be you, Hanna. Doppelganger. I've seen your happy lives through the underworld, and I hate everything about you. You don't deserve any of this. You don't deserve to have a caring mother like her. How? What do you want to do to us? I'll steal your life, simply as that. You've never heard of evil spirits prowling the world of the living for revenge. That's me. Revenge? What did I do to deserve this? Don't be stupid. That's not for you. It's against the Lord of Tragedy. You're just my instrument to take revenge. Don't feel that special. I cannot contain the terror from the world of the ghosts that I started to cry. Why? We are a happy family. That's unfair. Unfair? You don't know nothing about the world, slave child. But I think it's enough for today. Hearing your voice was enough to replicate your body and follow with my plans. Now, I need to do something about that mom of yours. Mom? Bye, Hanna. Don't get too cocky that you survived this time. In the next encounter, you will die for sure. Wait. Everything was interrupted by me jumping over the bed. It was another nightmare, or at least that was my first thought. The terror for the little girl who looked like me didn't go away. I began to notice that it was not a normal nightmare. I was desperate by my situation. I was so confused about what to do or where to go. The ghost could kill me at any time soon. I don't want to die. I desperately screamed alone in my house. Mommy, I don't want to die. With any response, I looked at the watch. It was already night and Mom had not returned. I thought that Mom could resolve everything and save me from the ghost. 依存してるね。I searched in every place of the house, but she wasn't here. I was hopeless. Without Mom, I was nothing. Mommy, where are you? Where are you, Mommy? After crying in the floor of the kitchen alone, I started to calm myself. I realized that the ghost may kidnap her. After thinking with calm, I was bursting across the entire house to exit and warn my mom. 家を出るんだ、ついに。偉い。It was a dark night every night. Was separated too far away from each other, so running across this scenario was dangerous. In an attempt to jump over an obstacle to hurry, I fell heavily to the ground. Going out at the wrong time, without my mother, without knowing where to go, without knowing anything about this world. In the end, the ghost was right. I was a stupid kid. In the complete darkness, I could feel nothing but shame for my stupid decision. How lame. Although ending your life would have been a good plan. Anyways, I'll end up quickly. Don't worry, stupid kid. The ghost grabbed my right leg and began to pull with a supernatural force. I did not react to my face rubbing against the cold floor, but with my last remaining strength, I asked for the person I loved most in the world. Where is Mom? お父さんどうしたの? Mom, I think you should worry about yourself. I have already finished the ritual with the woman. The notice didn't surprise me. I was a stupid kid after all. Ritual? What did you do with my... Before I finished my sentence, the ghost threw me into a playground. There was a weird, shameful structure made for kids. The strange form seemed disgusting to me, but what really disgusted me was a woman standing next to it. Mom? 色が He was gentle and delicate woman, like my mother. Mom, who are you? Oh, are you my daughter's friend? Daughter? Hi, mommy, I'm back. 取られちゃったのに。Hanna, dear, I'm happy to see you. Me too, mommy. I was confused. That's it. That's not your daughter. I'm your daughter. Mom, you don't remember me? Of course not. She's not your mother anymore. I made the ritual to manipulate the bodies with a part of my energy. The mommy you know is literally dead. But without you, this will be useless. So I need to make the ritual with you and use your body. Mommy, the ghost tied my hands and took me to the top of the children's structure. At the top of the structure, I could see some kind of X marking on the floor. So I release you from here. You fall, and when you land on the ground, your body goes plop. That's it. What a perfect right to have a body. The ghost stood next to me for this unnecessary speech. Every time she spoke, I noticed how my inner fear disappeared and turned into fury. In another attempt to not think hard enough, I wrangled at the ghost and bit down hard on its neck. すごい. Huh? What are you? And then, using all the strength of my body, I managed to break his balance. Wait, what? With his balance broken, I pushed his chest with my head, causing her to fall through the tall structure. Ochiro! The ghost was falling, and I could not believe what I had done. Just as the ghost reached the ground, everything is back to normal. I wake up. Did I wake up? I didn't know what happened with my body in the real world, but I was in front of the children's structure at the playground, staring at it. Why am I here? I remembered my fall near my home, but traveling to this unfamiliar place was strange. I suspected this has to be related to the ghost bringing me in the dream. The ghost! What happened to her? Is she dead? I said in a quiet voice in the middle of the dark night in the playground. Suddenly, I hear footsteps approaching me. あれ? Hanna, what the hell are you doing here? It was Mom. She was with an anger I knew so before. Why are you here? How did you end up here? How many times I've told about not going outside? People must not see you. I didn't know what to say to her. I was still shocked by everything that had happened. Yeah, this was really my mom. I'm still in the dream or not, but in the blink of an eye, everything makes sense. Mom slapped me in the face. That would have caused such a blow suddenly reached my brain and the pain manifested. Mommy? Are you alive? Mommy? Mother grabbed my arm tightly and began to walk quickly. Yaba, why are you like this? Mommy, I'm happy to see you. Why you don't hear me? I was so scared. Mom stopped and faced me to strike another. 児童虐待だよ、これ。誰か通報して。Why did you have to kill her? As she saw my crying face, she stopped. Ah, Hanna, I'm sorry, dear. This is... She grabbed me again and returned to walk again. When I got home, Mother took me straight to my room without saying a word. She left me in my bed and then locked the door. Tears were streaming down my face. Lying on the ground, I could recover from the long distances I had walked. But without realizing, it was also an opportunity to fall asleep. Hanna, still a lame child. まだいんのこのお化け。I quickly opened my eyes to see the hideous creatures in my room. How? The ghost was laughing and started to rush in my direction. Mom! Before I could scream for help, the ghost went straight to strangle my neck. Maybe I should do it in an easy way. You are way too lucky sometimes. If I make you unconscious, it will be easier to perform like ritual. The pain was unbearable. I felt now my extremities stopped resisting and how my mind became clouded. And then I heard the sound of the door opening and someone screamed my name. What? まあこいつしかいないよね。Hanna, you have finally woken up. How are you feeling? I was lying in bed and mother was sitting next to me. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sure you were very scared. Mom, now mommy is with you. Some tears just appeared in my face as I heard those words. Mommy. マミーしか言ってないこの主人公。I hugged my mom with all my strength so that she'd never let go of me again. I'm sorry, ma'am. I wanted to help you. I was scared for you. I know it was my fault for not arriving on time as promised. But look what I got. I hadn't noticed that there was a bug on the floor. クマちゃんだ。Mother grabbed it and pulled out a stuffed animal. キリスト教徒のクマ。Do you remember him? It's the cleric bear. I didn't have a stuffed animal like this before, but I really liked the design of the bear. It almost felt nostalgic. Wow, it's for me? Exactly, dear. The cleric bear will defend you of the evilness of the world. He's your protector. My protector? Thank you, mommy. You are a very good girl. Now you must swear on oath with the bear. On oath? Why is it? You should never leave home. Yes, mommy, I promise. That's my girl. It's already very late, so make sure to sleep well. Mother gets up and goes to the door. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, mommy. I love you. Me too. 何なのか。悪魔どうなった？ After turning off the lights, she closed the door softly and did not lock in this time. According to this story, I read, Protective magic destroys black magic. このクマのおかげで悪魔を退散できた。By challenging the ghost once again, I could defeat her with the help of Cleric Bear. よかったね。I settled back on my bed and hugged my stuffed animal tightly underneath my sheets to close my eyes and try to sleep. I was still very tired from the long night, so sleep came easily. Huh, you sure are a lucky bitch. まだこいついたのか。The ghost appeared in my bedroom once again. Since she wasn't so close to me, she started to run towards me. But before she gets too close, I quickly pulled out my stuffed animal. Ostende mihi praterita. What? How did... 注文唱えた。The ghost was paralyzed by the cleric bear and I was no longer in my room. 公園来た。We had teleported to the top of the children's structure in the park. ちょっと休憩させてくださいねと。Wait, where, how? How did you get it? The bear. The bear should be mine. The ghost quickly ran towards me, but this time, firmly grabbed the body of the cleric bear I was holding. ああ。このクマね。This is mine. Give it to me. You don't deserve it. I began to force myself from the head of the stuffed bear to retrieve it. Slowly, the bear that gave me strength was moving away from me. We were both pulling the bear with great force, perhaps a force that the bear could not withstand. His cleric after all. As I heard the first shim slip, a voice in my head sounded louder and louder and deeper. Hanna! I'm going to die soon. 喋るんだ。But today, you are going to win. Maybe not the way you want it. But that's the way it's meant to be by the road of tragedy. You can do this to me. That's unfair. Hanna, I won't leave you. Hear my words and use them as power. You must remember who you really are. 何なのハンナ The golden sword is in your memories. Unleash your true self by using the sword to become the golden knight. うしゃー But before finishing his words, the cleric bear was split in two parts. The ghost was holding his body while I was holding his head. Looking into the reflection of my dead friend's eyes, I noticed the golden sword near me. おう。あ、さっきのクレリックベアと同じ配色の剣だね。おしゃれ。Anger was slowly passing through my body again at the sight of my friend's death. I didn't let the ghost wait to attack because I was ready to use the sword against it. With the sword, I quickly approached her and began to make deadly cuts. Unfortunately for me, the ghost was able to dodge most of my attacks. And given my low skill, I threw the sword over the precipice of the structure. Ha 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 ha, what a loser. Before the fateful ghost finished its taunts, I threw myself with her over the edge. What? 何が起きてんの What do you do? You are gonna die. I'm immortal. As the two were falling, I ignored the ghost's words. Understood the sword was not the only thing the bear cleric left me. Keeping calm and remembering what really happened there was what made me stronger at the moment. I could feel the golden armor hugging my body. I was the one who survived the fall. I was the one who killed the ghost. ぐしゃー。どこで戦ってたんだっけ公園か。The fall was dramatically long, but the sound of landing on the ghost's body was fast, as well as the cutting of his head with the golden sword that I had dropped. The cleric bear was right. That was the way it's meant to be. Or the way it was. The golden sword killed the ghost. I could feel it. She was never gonna come back. Eventually, the armor faded away and I was left only looking at the body of the ghost whose head was executed by the series of miraculous events. あ、母親。アンナ？なんでモザイクかかってんだろうね。Listen to a familiar voice behind me. It was my mother. I did it, Mom. Now we can rest. She ignored me and goes straight to the dead body. Hanna, this is not real. Hanna, what happened to you? あ、そっちが本物だと思ってん。Your head. This can't be the happening. Mom started to cry and scream desperately. I tried to approach her, but she just looked at me, confused. You. Son of you. This is not real. Hanna didn't die. Without saying anything else, she grabbed me and carried me outside the park. I didn't react to his mother, because now I feel guilty of what I've done. Isn't it stupid? 結局何？部屋に帰ってきたのでも。おしゃれな部屋だね。Calmly, I woke up from the weird dream, now with new eyes. The cleric bear was still with me in this world, the real world. あ、さっきのは幻の世界だったね。But this one didn't save my life back then. It was just a copy. I opened my door and slowly made my way to the kitchen, where my mother was. The same mother who appeared in the confusing dream. I grabbed something from the kitchen for survival instinct. An intuition of not being where I was supposed to be. She was sleeping at the table, but it seemed that my footsteps woke her up. Hanna, what are you? When she looked at me, my face, she could now finish her sentence. As if she was looking at another unknown person, as if she had noticed that something had changed inside me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's your fault. You killed her. 同じ母親なの幻の世界にいたの。Mom didn't move from her seat. You are the ghost mom. What have you done to me? Who am I then? Who am I then? I'm not your daughter. Those were dreams. My head was hurting so bad, but I realized that those weren't dreams. Those were memories. Who am I? You are my daughter. Ah, yes, you are a liar. Mother got up from the chair and slowly kept approaching me. No, I used the knife I previously grabbed and put it on my neck. Mom enters in panic. No, Hanna, don't. Get away of me, or I'll rip my head. No, Hanna, not again. I don't wanna lose you again. Slowly, I approached the Ikuje, while Mother repeated the same sentences. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. We can start from scratch again. You know, forgetting the past. 助かる。英文が優しくて助かる。As I stood at the Ikuje, one step away from my freedom, I simply said, I'm not Hanna. Hanna is dead. Mother begins to cry consolably on the floor and scream like a little girl. 何が起きてんだろうね。But once I was outside the house, I started to run. 自分のドッペルゲンガーを殺しちゃってんの。Escape from the nightmare, escape from the prison of lies. Running through the quiet, empty neighborhood, I came upon a familiar structure. 公園。I was the park again. I've always known this place. It's where I used to come to play with my cleric bear until that fateful day. Exploring the park, I stumbled upon a half-built metal frame from an old building shed. Near this was a bush where I found my old friends. It was the head of the cleric bear, the original, who saved me back then. It was covered with dust and blood. Inside a pile of bushes and trees, I found a lump of earth, badly buried. The smell was enough to know who was inside. When I realized, I left a new bear Mom gave me on the improvised grave. I also left a box that held my brides and did not belong to me. Looking sadly at the unfortunate events that led me to this misery, I simply said goodbye to the girl who annoyed me. 結構でかいな。クマの人形、サイズ感、自分が思ってたのの10倍ぐらいあったね。That's the end. That's not how I wanna end things, but it's what happened. Goodbye, Hanna. どういうことだったんだろう。不思議な話だったな。選択肢なかったからこれがトゥルーエンドだよね。いいんだね。でも絵が結構ね、顔にモザイクかかってるっていうのが新しかったね。終わり。